Hello, my beautiful Libras, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your January 2020 reading, and your theme for the month is the Hermit. Is there a Virgo influence around you? Are you just wanting to stay at home, not really wanting to go out much? Are you having time of introspection and looking within, finding that light within, doing that inner exploration, diving deep, that shadow work, okay? The dark night of the soul that is going to bring you so much enlightenment, looking into your inner light and bringing it to the surface, authentically looking within, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, and bringing it to the surface. All right, and that is your energy for the month. All right, so just like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. All right, so I'm just going to pull a few cards from this deck. I've shuffled off camera, but I will cut. So I'm going to pull 4 cards from my tarot of the cat deck. All right, and that is going to represent the first, second, third, and fourth week of the month. And now I'm going to pull some cards from another deck. And this is my tarot of the Thoth deck, all right? They represent what is happening, interesting, beneath the surface. Oh dear, I'm a Libra too. Okay, so we're in this together. All right, but I've got advice cards from my Mystic Mondays deck. All right, and they are going to give us the advice that we need, ooh, okay, good, to help us have the best month ever. And make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny cards, okay? All right, so during the first week, we have got the 8 of Swords, possible, obviously you, but possibly another Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius influence. This is either you or it is someone else. Regardless, this person is feeling stuck, okay? They might not even realize it, but they have made themselves stuck. It could be with a particular perspective, okay? I wanted to say expectation, all right? Sometimes we can get ourselves stuck when it comes to relationships with certain people and situations when we have expectations and our expectations are too high or unrealistic, okay? The thing is, there are many different perspectives to look at a situation, to look at a person or a relationship, but you seem to be stuck, or someone else seems to be really stuck and really stubborn. This is the only way, this is the way that it needs to be. It's causing them stress, it's causing a bit of distance in relationships with people around them. So this could be you, or it could be someone else who really affects you. Maybe it's someone that you live with, for example, okay? And what's happening beneath the surface, look at this. We have got the 8 of Swords again, all right? So this is really reinforcing the absolute stuckness. There is a mental block, okay? This could be a situation, this could be other people, but I feel like for most of you, it is a block within yourself, mentally, and it's causing you stress and it's causing anxiety. Your advice, however, is... we have got the 5 of Pentacles, okay? Possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. The 5 of Pentacles is telling you to look at your past, okay? Maybe look at the dark parts of your childhood. I think that sometimes when we have these certain negative patterns of behavior, it is from traumatic experiences in our past. So you might want to look back at what those patterns of behavior were. You might want to really reflect and think about how you're, like, when you had this particular perspective, or you behaved in this way. Were there certain situations in your childhood, in your past, that made you behave in this way? Is there something that you notice about the way that you're thinking, the way that you're talking, the way that you're acting? Is that one of your main caregivers when you were growing up, that you learned that negative pattern of behavior from them? So really, just reflect deeply about that. And one more thing I was going to say, yeah, just know that sorry, this is just launching from my brain. Sometimes it's hard for me to do the Libra readings because, I'm a Libra and I really want my month to go really well, but don't we all want that, okay? But anyways, just think about the situation. If this is a particular situation, if it's a relationship, if it's a situation, you might want to make a list about the things that you notice in each situation and then see if there's a pattern, okay? And think about, when was the first time this happened? When was the first time I felt this way? And go back to the earliest memory and dive deep into it. You might want to do some writing, journaling, or if you see a counselor, or just to someone who someone who kind of gets the situation. Maybe it's a family member that would kind of understand the situation. Maybe talk to them about it, okay? But ultimately, most of this reflection will be within. During the second week, we have got the Four of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, okay? So just taking a bit of a break, you know, you have been working hard on something, maybe you, and you're just kind of taking a break. It might not necessarily be the best time for you to take this break in regards to responsibilities and obligations you have with other people who are kind of waiting, and you might have some enablers in your life that are, you know, kind of allowing for this to happen. Remember that, you know, your main theme is the Hermit, so it might be a good idea to not get distracted by, you know, going out and doing things socially so much. You might want to really stay home a bit more. Regardless, right, underneath the surface for the second week, we have got the Empress, okay? Possible Aries, possible female Aries, okay? Influence, right? But the Empress is someone who is, this is a very, very feminine, like strong, powerful, feminine card, loves love, beauty, and romance. And I think that you're just really enjoying those aspects of life, okay? Pleasure, things like that, and feeling very strong and grounded overall. So that is very good. Now, especially compared to the first week. But again, that could be someone else in the first week that's just really affecting your energy in a massive way. Now, your advice for the second week is we have got the Three of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. The Three of Wands is telling you that instead of kind of just like taking a break, you might actually want to, or even while you are taking a break regardless, the Three of Wands is telling you to think about where do you see yourself with your goals, with your responsibilities, with a project or something that you're working on. Where do you see it in the long term? How do you think you're going to get there? Think about the actual long term, where you want to see yourself in the long term, and then figure out like short term, medium term, and long term plans. How are you actually going to get there? But before you actually figure out the short term, medium term plans, you seriously need to think about where you actually want to go, okay? And then that will help you figure out how to get there. During the third week, on the surface, we have got the Knight of Cups, okay? Possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, all right? So there might be an opportunity, there might be a message, something. This could be an offer of love, but it could also be something that is emotionally fulfilling, all right? However, for some reason, under the surface, we've got the Ten of Swords, ruin, okay? Swords, this is most likely you, but it could be another Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius influence, all right? So even though this seems good on the surface, are you stressed about it? Maybe it is good on the surface, but you're really stressed about it. Or this person or this opportunity, they might actually betray you. So you really, really need to think about that. Or there just might be a lot of mental anguish and stress, okay? Or this person that is coming towards you and presenting, I mean, you could be the one presenting, but I feel like for most of you, you will be presented with the opportunity and it's probably a bit unexpected, comes a bit out of nowhere. But yeah, I think you're just feeling really stressed about it and really negative. And that might have to do with all of the swords we had during the first week, right? There might be a lack of trust. There might be like, wait a second, this isn't the way that things were meant to go. This is not how I saw it. There might be stress because of things aren't happening the way that you thought that they would, or the way that you think that they need to go. But one of the good things about the Ten of Swords, yes, it is painful, okay? Yes, your entire previous plans might completely fall apart. However, it is the last time that something really horrible like that will ever happen, because we've gotten to the 10, it's over, it's done. This is your advice card for the third week. We've got the Six of Cups, all right? Cups, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, but the Six of Cups is telling you to take that time to look into, really be kind to your inner child. You might want to look at some, you know, photos from your past when you were a child. You might want to, and you know, this kind of is the more positive way of reflecting compared to the Five of Pentacles. This during the first week is more looking at the darkness, okay, the shadow. But the Six of Cups is looking at the things that made you happy. Did you enjoy singing? Did you enjoy singing a particular song? Did you used to dance when you were a child? Did you go horseback riding? Did you eat, was your favorite ice cream strawberry ice cream? What was your favorite meal? Like, treat yourselves to the things that you really enjoyed as a child. So the Six of Cups is telling you to, you know, take a trip down memory lane with the good things, and really treat your inner child with the things that it wants. So this is what I like to do. So during the third week, you are going to be feeling a bit of stress, but what you need to do to make yourself feel better is put both hands on your heart, do this right now if you want, and just ask your inner child, say, inner child, what would you like? And whatever it says, you have to do. And it's the first thing. It's often more like a quiet whisper. And remember, if you say no, then you are saying no to your inner child that wants love, that wants attention, that needs to be comforted, that needs to be held close and accepted, okay? One of my friends, I did this with her, and she said singing, and I was like, all right, let's put on a karaoke song, let's sing. And she's like, no, I'm not doing that. You know, she's a Taurus, so she's a bit bullheaded. But anyways, I love her. And I made her sing a song because I said, you're saying no to your inner child. You know, your inner child said what it needs, and you're saying, no, I'm not giving that to you. All you have to do is sing a song, right? So I ended up making her sing. And then she felt so much better after, okay? So it might not be something that you expect, okay? We slowly change as we grow to be adults from when we were children, but there are still some things that are very good, that were very good for us when we were a child that we forget as an adult, okay? So it's an act of remembering the things that bring us comfort and joy and make us feel whole and like we're at home, okay? Whew. All right, so if you, for the fourth week, we have got the 7 of Cups, okay? Again, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, and I'm just gonna show this at the same time. Okay, so actually, yeah, I'll just show it at the same time. This is what's happening beneath the surface, is the 5 of Cups, disappointment, okay? So the 7 of Cups, you might, whatever this is, look, okay, it looks like during the third week, this offer or this opportunity, right, that seems emotionally fulfilling on the surface, I think that there is just a bit of stress. You might feel the stress and anxiety about it. And it might be because it's not a good offer or not a good opportunity, right? Just because you have an opportunity doesn't mean you should take it. During the fourth week, it looks like with the 7 of Cups, on the surface, it seems like it's a great idea. It seems like it's gonna be great, but at the end of the day, the 7 of Cups is not realistic, okay? It's not tangible. Yes, ultimately, we can get whatever we want when we put the desires out there, but sometimes we're not in that energetic state to receive everything. Like, for example, yeah, I want $1 million, but because I'm not in the space where at the moment I believe that like tomorrow or in the next second when I snap my fingers, I'm gonna get $1 million, then it's not gonna happen. Like, it has to be like within your realm of belief system, if that makes sense, right? So whatever this offer or opportunity is, it's just not really that realistic, at least not at the stage in your life. And beneath the surface, there is disappointment. It's either disappointment that deep down you know it's not going to work out, and it's not, I'm sorry, like at this stage right now, it's not going to work out. It's not realistic with your energetic vibration, and that is okay, all right? Your advice card, however, is the World. So this is absolutely amazing, right? This might be the end, the completion of a chapter when it comes to this illusion, when it comes to this delusion. The World also might be telling you to go on a little holiday, go on a little trip, expand your horizons, but also to remember that the world is at your fingertips, okay? But that doesn't mean that, if you feel deep down that something isn't going to work out, then it's not going to work out, right? So you've got to be real with yourself, right? But the world is reminding you that you can have whatever you want in this world. You can make the world your world what you want, right? But it's also about timing, And I think, again, coming back to your theme card, the Hermit, I think it's just a really good idea just kind of to stay at home and not go out so much and just kind of keep to yourself a little bit more. Now's not the time to be going out and doing things and having people come at you with certain opportunities and, false promises, possibly things like that. Just kind of stay home, reflect, look inwards, especially during that first week, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go to the Destiny cards, all right? So I'm just gonna shuffle a little bit more and click on the timestamps in the pinned comment below, so you can go straight to Destiny cards 1, 2, or 3. I'm trying not to make too many facial expressions because I want you to pick, the Destiny card based on your own intuition, and I can have lots of facial expressions sometimes, so trying to hold back. All right, and last but definitely not least, I'll do an advice card based on each destiny card that you've picked. All right, so if you picked one for your destiny cards, we have got on the surface the Five of Swords. Beneath the surface, Seven of Swords, futility, so possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, obviously, so most likely you. But your advice card is the Magician. Sorry, excuse me. All right, so the Seven of Swords, to me, really kind of lines up with during the first week, that Eight of Swords energy. But just feeling like you're really needing to, lay down the authority, or this could be someone else trying to be a bit over controlling of you potentially, okay? And just being really, really stuck and really, really stubborn and no, I'm not moving, it's my way or the highway kind of attitude. But underneath the surface, it's because there is this feeling of, defeat, futility, like what's the point, right? They feel like this energy comes from a feeling of powerlessness, not from being empowered, okay? Because if they were feeling empowered, they'd be more trusting of the universe and just like, yep, whatever happens, happens. It's all for a reason. Okay, that's the situation. All right, I'll just have to roll with it, right? This is a heck of a lot of resistance to the way that things are, needing to try and change things, needing to try and keep things a certain way, okay? Potentially being controlling of other people. Like I said, it could be you or someone else. But yeah, it comes from that losing battle, right? But your advice card is the Magician, okay? So the Magician is telling you that you don't need to go around and do all of these physical things and control this person and that situation, okay? The Magician is telling you that you have all of that within you. You are magical. You can create whatever you want, but it comes from within. It comes from that connection to the earth, the connection from spirit, okay? So don't look outwards trying to control your environment that way. You need to look inwards, right? Look inwards, hermit, okay? So maybe just kind of keep to yourself this month, all right? But you are magical. You can create the life that you want, okay? But that comes from within, not from the outside. If you picked two for your destiny card, on the surface, we've got the Eight of Cups. Okay, this looks like it is the break away from the illusion and the delusion in the fourth week, right? Walking away, giving up, abandoned efforts, right? There is definitely regret, okay? And it sucks. It's not good to walk. It's not a good feeling to walk away from something that used to be great, but it is not great. It's gone sour. It's, just like things that it used to be wonderful. It used to be emotionally fulfilling. And then it's just become this like emptiness, this void, and you're walking away because at this point there is little to no hope. Okay. However, there are brighter days ahead, brighter lights along the horizon. Okay. So underneath the surface, we have got the Priestess. Okay. So the Priestess, possible Taurus, maybe female Taurus influence, but at the end of the day, whatever you're walking away from, whatever this experience or this disappointment is, at the end of the day, you have had an amazing, spiritual experience in a way, like so much growth, getting in touch with your feminine side, your divine goddess, getting more in touch with the synchronicities and the messages from the universe to help nudge you along the path of your most expansion, your most joy, your greatest bliss, okay? Yes, this sucks on the surface, okay? And you might feel an emptiness, a loss, but it has helped make you evolve so much in such a positive way. You also might want to be listening to your dreams a lot more because you are going to be you have that potential within you to, feel those nudges, hear that guidance from the universe, okay? Your advice card is the Queen of Pentacles, all right? Again, a very strong female sign, possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is telling you to be sensible, to be practical, to make sure also that you're eating healthy food, getting enough exercise, going out in nature, to be wise with your money, only spend it on things that are definitely useful and good investments, all right? But and just to keep your home nice and comfortable and secure, right? That stability, that groundedness, that solidness, okay? Now, if you picked 3 for your destiny cards, we have got on the surface the 2 of Swords, okay? This might have to do, we had loads of swords during the first week, we also had the 10 of Swords during the 3rd week, right? It might have something to do with that. You have a choice. Also, sometimes this can be a bit of a stalemate. It can be, sometimes this can be indecision, trying to draw things out when you know you have to move forward with something, but you're kind of in denial of it, or just like really putting it off. Sometimes it's procrastination, that you really do need to take action, but you're kind of feeling that stuckness, okay? Also, this is most likely you, but possibly another Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius influence, okay? But a choice has to be made, and you do know it, right? And underneath the surface, this is amazing. We have got the Queen of Wands, okay? Again, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. Extremely expansive, powerful, spiritual energy. So, I think that this whole kind of like staying at home has really allowed for you to become very mature spiritually with your energy, like creative juices, and just being able to, be very strong and know what you want and be assertive and be powerful, okay? Also, your advice card, one of the best cards in the deck. I'm winking. We have got the Star, okay? This is also possibly an Aquarius influence, but the Star is like, this totally came from the Hermit card. Just staying at home, keeping to yourself, okay? This is, you have this new birth, this new spiritual birth. Where there was once darkness, there is light, and stars shine the brightest against the darkest, inkiest black of the skies, okay? Illumination, awareness, growth. You are totally leveling up. This also might be a massive bout of good luck, okay? So even though this month might seem a little bit difficult, it's actually for the best, because it's created this actually is creating the best situation possible for your future ultimately, right? So it was kind of clearing away the things that don't serve you, even if you think that maybe they did. And it could also be something that is written in the stars, and you also might want to check your astrological sign, your horoscope and astrology for the month of January if you picked 3 for your destiny cards, all right? I hope that was helpful. Again, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. If you'd like a private reading, you are more than welcome to send me an email at contact@sinceretarot.co.uk and comment below. What did you think of the reading? Did it resonate with you? Did you enjoy it? I love reading your comments so much, and they really do mean a lot. All right, have a great month. Bye.